Good morning, guys. As you can see, it's wet out here. We've had about anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of rain in the last 5 days, and it's not going to stop. It is wild. This weather is just crazy. Yeah, it's way different than it was back in the day, the weather. You go from, you've seen we had 43 days where we were above our average temperature, which was close to 90 every time, for 43 days. Never happened since I've been here. And now we are 20 degrees below our average temperature, anywhere from 5 to 20 degrees below our average temperature for the next week or two, I think it is. I don't know. We're only 66 tomorrow, 69 the next day, 70. Some cold air damming came down. So needless to say, it's going to wreck the garden, because trying to work with, especially tomatoes. Other things, no. Other things will grow good. Tomatoes are going to be completely shot, you see. All the ramas, blight. I picked them all off. We still have the butternut squash. These tomatoes, complete blight. So we're just going to do what we can with the tomatoes, but we will have peppers going all the way until the freeze. I'll pull all these tomatoes out, and then we're going to put cabbages and stuff and cold weather stuff in there. I'm not sure why I came out here in the garden. Probably just to show you guys. I don't think I need, oh yeah, I did need something, my bottle of alcohol, because I'm going to prune something today, guys. With all the rain we got, we might mow this afternoon, just one or two, because one's getting a roof done tomorrow. So we want to be able to mow it really short, so their guys can just, oh, sorry, I wanted to get this little squash for Rachel, so their guys can just have an easier cleanup. So, but other than that, we might just mow them and then see where we get in the week. We're about to send all our quotes out for spraying lawns before aeration in the next, we're going to do it actually early September this year. Try to get it all done early September. But I got you 2 squashes. I had to come out here and get my alcohol. How you doing?
Good. I had to put something in. Oh, this one's ruined.
Yeah, you might have to come out and get some more tomatoes. Wait, did you get the really big one? Yeah, the tomatoes are going to be shot now. Oh, you did not, but I'm going to give it to you. You think it'll ripen, right?
I hope so, man.
Or should I leave it on? Come here. Look at this one. We're going to get another 2 to 3 inches of rain tomorrow.
Yeah, this is making me sad.
So,
yeah,
what do you want?
I need to take it, I guess.
Or just leave it on for a little longer? Until later on? Oh, we're going to have to pick jalapenos. Ooh, you got a really red jalapeno. Look at that one for you.
Oh, nice. Good thing I have pockets in this.
So, we'll have peppers.
Yeah, see what's happening.
Blight. And they split.
They split.
So, but this was a good tomato year. Well, I'll pull all them off and I'll throw it to the chickens. They'll eat all the dead ones and stuff in here. Your loofahs are like loving this weather though. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 giant loofahs. So, okay guys, I came out to get the alcohol.
Oh, man, those cherry tomatoes
But
are so juicy.
okay, I'm gonna go prune so we can hopefully go and mow this one at least up there. I think we're gonna be able to mow all of them if it doesn't rain. But we'll see. You guys want to see this? What happens is when I get too much rain, all my cosmos start to collapse down onto the ground. So I'm going to come out here and weed eat this so they can just fall over and do what they're going to do. And if you're wondering what this is, guys, it's just 70% alcohol. So she has rain gauges. I don't have rain gauges at my house. You would think I would because we grow stuff. All I know is all the buckets were full, and I knew we had gotten like 5 inches of rain, but she told me she dumped this one out at 6 inches there's another 3 inches in there. She had 4, and then seen it went up to 6, and then now there's another 3 inches of rain in that rain gauge. So needless to say, we've had anywhere from 6 to 9 inches of rain, and I think we're supposed to get a lot more. So let me get this done. This thing grew out. I had this thing tiny, guys. It grew out of control. So all I do is knock off all the, you can see all the overgrowth here. Then I come back in and I'll shake the rest of it up. What we want is a ball. This thing needs to get a light under here that you can't even see anymore. And it goes like a wind, so. And I'm doing this now, just so you guys know, I'm pruning all this back now, except for the azaleas. We're already in midsummer, so you don't want to be pruning anybody's azaleas back, because you will cut all their flowers off, and then they will ask you, well, why did my azaleas not bloom for the first time in 20 years? Because you cut all the flowers off. Not going to do the roses. So we're doing the Nandina. I shaped that. A lot of times you just go in and you cut the canes down to prune that back and let it grow bushy, but there's a light under there, so we cut it into a ball. I prune this back. The abelia I'm going to prune back, and then the boxwood. Now with boxwoods, guys, you don't want to be pruning them. A lot of people will go in there and sit there and prune them, especially if you live in a really humid area. You don't want to be pruning them like 10 times a year. Technically, you should only prune them a few times a year. And the reason I'm pruning them now, all the rain, plus we got all that rain, plus we're really cool. But at least the next 7 days, we're going to be in the 70s. And I think our highest temperature in the next 10, 12 days is only, I think I seen 83. So we'll see if that pans out. But let's get this going. Man, this thing put a lot of growth on it. I am shocked. We're also going to take the opportunity to send all the quotes out to get people ready to start spraying at the end of this week when we get breaks in the rain. I'm going to overspray everybody's lawn with tenacity this year in August, and then we're going to try seeding in really early September, early to mid-September this year, especially if these temperatures hold out and this wet pattern stays. We're going to get a jump on this grass this year. The better tool to use would be a gas-powered hedge trimmer. It has a better cut. Definitely has a better cut. It doesn't tear the branches as much as like these do, these battery operated ones. I think the gas power just can move so much faster. But I did sharpen these really good, so I spent a good 30 minutes sharpening this this morning. Step back. Look and see what else I need to do. That side a little more, definitely this side more. Sometimes come in here and clean this out. And I think these lawns they're a little shaggy. I'm not sure we're going to get to mowing anybody for the next couple days. But that's why I'm glad we're down to 28 mowing accounts for occasions like this. We can throw other stuff in. Because I'm not going to say I'm not going to mow wet grass, because you guys might actually come with us today because she's having the roof done tomorrow. We might just mow it anyway. Freaking 6-foot monster. This is like the third pruning of this abelia. Now it messes with the flowers too, but he likes it like this. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm surprised these steel things still work. I've left them out in the rain so many times. Sometimes you gotta prune these back so far that you'll see bare spots in them, but sometimes you gotta do that. Trust me, it'll grow right back. With these, the easiest way to do it is down like this, guys, with these abelias. Much better. Here, you guys want to see something crazy? I don't know, it might be 70 something right now. No, high. Look, I don't know if you guys can get a high of 68 today, right? We're right here in the mountains south of Asheville, see? Right? So then you zoom out, or I'll back out of here. So we're high of 68, we're sitting at 65. And then let's look at our guys, and I usually have Knoxville over there because of Wes, good friend of Ratless Family Lawns, or affordable. My phone's old. And look, we're at 65, they're at 77, they're gonna be 81. So a good 65, 70, 16 degrees cooler on this side of the mountain. Okay, and he's only 70 miles away. Then if you go up here, I used to live here, exactly, or Pemberton, New Jersey, which is 600, 500 miles to the north. And look, 85, they feel like 87. And look at the air quality alert. Look at it. That's their temperatures. Crazy. Then you want to see us guys. But it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I love these temperatures. But look, high of 66, 74, 74, 75, 76, 78. We don't get back into the 80s until Monday. And then we have, okay, 3-4 days of hot and then cool again. So, but look, it's misty, all funky, but it is what it is. I better get to work. Let's see how much time I have before. We're supposed to go right up here to mow. I don't see any rain yet, showers, so I think we're just gonna go do it, right? Okay, enough chit chat. I had to fix that. I'm gonna come back over here. The abelia is pretty good. Well, that's not good. Oh my God, this come off, man. Man, they got so much rain that this came off. That's crazy. The force pushed this thing off. That's wild. put a screw in that. Okay, we are done. Does everything look good, guys? All that's cut, all that's cut, all that's cut, all that's cut. So now we're gonna get a rake and we are gonna rake all this up. Okay guys, I'm all done then.
Well, this should be fun. What's all that all over your windows?
I thought we don't mow in the rain there, Rach.
Well, unfortunately,
Especially after 9 inches of rain.
yeah, we have had a lot of rain. But unfortunately, we have a client that is supposed to be getting a roof tomorrow. And we told her that we would have it mowed before that. And I don't know if she's going to get the roof now, but
She'll get the mow.
she'll get the mow. So let's see what a mess we can make.
No. Okay guys, you see that one's done? We're only mowing this one. If the raindrops are covering the street up and starting to fill in, I'm not gonna bother making a mess all over the neighborhood. As you see, they look right there. See this one right there? That's one of the next ones. That's at 12 days, barely even grew. Same for that one down there and that one down here. The only reason we did this one is because they're doing the roof and we want them to be able to find the stuff easy. And it's raining everywhere south. This is moving up. They're saying another 6 inches maybe in the next couple of days. Even it all depends what the low pressure is doing. Just in time, right?
I know, I was about to be like, well, maybe we can mow the other one.
No, I was saying if the street's starting to get painted by raindrops, that means you shouldn't mow.
Yeah.
And it's steady, heavy rain down by us. I think our days might be over. Are you going back out to mow later?
I don't think we're going back out to mow later.
No, I'm joking. We're supposed to have rain and heavy rain all night and tomorrow.
We're already up to like, what did you say, 7 inches?
Our client had 9 inches. We're probably about 7, 8 inches. But if I remember the sunflower bucket I dumped out,
Yeah.
it's
full again?
full to the top. So that might be, well, that's sitting under a tree too. But
Wow.
I had a bucket that Kayla bought to wash the cars and stuff. It was like a big 3-gallon bucket. And it's probably a good 16 inches tall, I would say, maybe 24. And it was filled all the way to the top. So now that's a big bucket. That's not a true accurate of rain. So I just went by my client's 2 rain gauges and she had 9 inches. And they only live a mile that way. And we were having heavy rain too. So I knew we had a lot.
Like all day.
Yesterday. And before that, we had a couple heavy downpours, like, Friday? And then,
Yeah.
it's been fun.
So you know that it's like bad when you go out into your garden and like even the green tomatoes
Are
are
splitting.
like splitting a little.
Well, that's why when I seen 9 inches of rain when she told me, I said, that's why Rachel's green tomatoes were split.
So I went out there and I tried to save some.
I might have to go grab a bunch more of the green ones and then put them in a bag because we don't want them to get ruined.
And there's only going to be more rain. So like those really big, pretty ones.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm so
It is
sad.
pretty wild though, because we're sitting here and we were at 68 degrees today. And then you go 70 miles, 60, 70 miles to the west of us over the mountain range to Tennessee side. And they're sitting at a feel like temperature of 85, 86.
They're still hot?
Yeah, man. 82, I think, with the feel like temperature at 86. And then up in Jersey, we used to live there, they're sitting at air quality alert at 85 degrees. And we're down here in the mountains about 500 miles south. We're only 68.
But now, did you tell them that other cool little tidbit that this is?
Oh, July was the hottest on record for our area as far as consecutive days. And now I was watching the local weather. We are setting to be the coldest coldest start to August ever recorded in history.
Yeah, here in Western North Carolina.
Wild.
So
The weather is changing, guys. Whether you believe it or not, it is changing. I might get some hate for that, but I really don't care.
Well-
I follow weather, and I watch weather a lot.
yeah,
There's a difference. If you've been following weather for 20, 30 years like me, there's a difference in what's going on now than there was back then. Even since we've moved here, there's a huge difference in the weather patterns.
I was gonna mention that when we first moved here, you know, we were at a 7A
Yeah.
planting zone, and now we have this past winter they actually switched our zone to a 7B.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of your zones have changed. Either I you know, like I only keep up on our zone, but that's kind of interesting too. It kind of just shows that you know, if your zone is changing. Carl did say a couple years ago, like, oh, you wait.
You'll be able to grow mangoes here in the mountains and pineapples. No, I'm not kidding. It is getting hotter, and you can't deny it. It's getting hotter every year around here.
Yeah.
So until I see 2 or 3 years of severely below average for like at least 2 or 3 years, then I'll believe that we're not getting warmer and warmer, but we are getting warmer and warmer.
Well, and I just wish that like the rain would kind of level out a little bit, because the extremes is also what hurts.
Yeah.
When you go, you know, like 40 days with
really
like
no
minimal rain, and then boom, 9 inches, like where is all that water supposed to go now that the ground is so rock solid that it doesn't want to absorb it?
And we're not done
So,
yet. It's
yeah.
supposed to rain here all the way until Saturday, Sunday, I think. Maybe with a couple of days where it's not so rainy, maybe at night. And then I think it all depends, like I told Rachel, where the low pressure off the coast ends up going. If it pulls up in the mountains by the end of the week, we might be raining for another week.
Yeah, so I definitely, this makes me think of everybody around here in Western North Carolina that is still dealing with like Hurricane Helene, like damage
and even PTSD.
Yeah,
it is a
I
thing
mean,
when
it is.
when you go through a big disaster like this.
It is. And if you are dealing with like a landslide that is like in the vicinity of your home or your property, that's very nerve-wracking, you know, to have all this rain. And so just keep everybody in your thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, and we'll let you guys know going forward how much we ended up getting.
I know.
So please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And be happy.
Or at least try.
Yeah.
Have a
Maybe
good
you'll
one.
see some of the garden.
Maybe. Well, it's in the beginning of the video.
Okay.
Underwater.
Well, we'll talk to you guys soon.